What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the Wednesday Wisdom series, and this series is all about giving you guys more information on fitness and nutrition. So if you want to know more about these two topics, then consider subscribing. And in this episode we're going to be talking about sleep and how important it is for muscle growth. Now this for me was quite an interesting topic to study and get more information on, because I have experienced firsthand what lack of sleep does to the body and does to your muscles, but more on that later. There's already quite a lot of videos done on like sleep and weight loss, and there's also been quite a few studies done on this topic, and there seems to be like an inverse correlation between lack of sleep and increased fat mass. Also, when I say correlation, or when you read correlation, when you like reading studies and stuff like that, that doesn't mean it's conclusive. So that doesn't mean that lack of sleep equals fat mass gain. So what it means is that there is like a relationship between the two, but it doesn't actually mean that it's conclusive. In terms of muscle gain and sleep, I had to dig a little deeper, but one of the most interesting things that I found was that the biggest spike of growth hormone, especially with young people, happens when they sleep. In fact, they get like almost half of their daily dose of growth hormone during their sleeping hours. So basically your muscles recover and grow, or like half of the muscle growth and muscle recovery happens when you sleep. I also found that not sleeping enough has a negative impact on your performance. Studies shown that people that were sleep deprived didn't do nearly as much work as people who were fully rested in the gym, which is quite logically, really. They also showed slower alertness and both lower mental and motor capacity. Another interesting point that I found was that sleep deprivation actually increases the amount of mistakes you make, and that also increases like the possibility of you getting injured in the gym. Which brings you to what I was talking about before when I said that I experienced firsthand what sleep deprivation can do to your body and do to your muscles. So a few years ago I was sort of like preparing for the summer holidays, like trying to cut down, get ready for the summer holidays to shed some fat. And I was working full time at the time. I do an office job, and I worked 40 hours a week, and then like after I came home from work, I used to go right into the gym. But I used to go to the gym like 6-7 times a week and try and like fall through those last weeks of like cutting down preparation for the summer. So I worked full time, I went to the gym like almost every day, did a high frequency split, so I was really making them gains, or so I thought. But when I got home, I didn't want to feel like it was just work, train, sleep, work, train, sleep. So I stayed up late and watched films, relaxed, you know, was on the computer, stuff like that. So it doesn't feel like I'm in this little routine of work, train, sleep. And because of that, I was only getting like 5 hours sleep at night, which I thought at the time, I thought, okay, I'm 21, you know, at the time it was. That's not that bad for a 21-year-old to get 5 hours of sleep on average. But over time, because I was training so hard and I was working full time and I wasn't sleeping like long enough, I started to fatigue, and I noticed that in the gym I wasn't going for progressive overload anymore because I just couldn't. I used to also jog in the morning before work, and I wasn't getting nearly, like, I was going slower and slower, and I just couldn't figure it out. I was going slower and I tried to force through. I tried to get faster and try and like get like a PR on like time wise. I just couldn't, and it was just going, it was going downhill from there basically, until I actually injured myself. I injured my shoulder, and it took me 8 months to recover from that. And funny enough, that actually started the whole process of, okay, I'm trying to recover from my shoulder, trying to like become the strongest version of myself again. And that is also one of the reasons why I started JD Fitness. But nevertheless, sleep deprivation did cause me to get injured. And lastly, what I also found was that sleep actually brings down the levels of like muscle breaking hormones, also known as catabolism, and cortisol, like the main culprit of those hormones, actually remain elevated when you don't get a good night's sleep. So moral of the story is, get a good night's sleep, get your 8 hours. An app that I recommend for this is called Sleep Cycle. It's free in the App Store, and it just measures your sleep quality, and it just shows you, like, I think it's after 7 days, it shows you like what your sleep quality is compared to your average sleep quality, and this can be a good indicator to see if you're actually getting a good night's sleep. Anyway guys, that's all I got for today. If you're watching this any later than 12 o'clock at night, then go to bed now. Turn the computer off, don't even subscribe, don't even like this video, go to bed right now. See you tomorrow. For those of you that are just watching at normal time, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.